Evening. So I'll do a quick update from inside the shed today before we go outside, because I've given it a good tidy up, but yeah, looks like that's gone out of the window. So not a lot of tiling stuff left. That's the big pump for the swim jet for the pool. A little bit of polystyrene left, not a lot. Old roller shutter door, which I'm going to try and repurpose for the pool. And then down here, I guess all these boxes are bits and pieces to make the swimming pool work. And over here are all the boxes of bits and pieces to make the pond work. So yeah, 3 drums there. What's that? Oh, that big box is a UV, so that's for the pool. Tops of the drains and various other bits and pieces. And then yeah, this was had a bit of a reshape. New mixer, old one went bang. So yeah, worn that out. And then yeah, Digger's looking cosy in the back of his little garage now. Bless it. Alright, skip in, another one, more crap, more pea shingle. Getting there though, getting there. Right, see what we can see. So we've got some hardcore building up over there again. Yeah. Oil tank's gone, it's been buried, I'll show you that in a minute. Right, pond. So yeah, starting to backfill various places. Skimmer lines in, all plumbed, 4-inch. What we got hanging out here? That's the conduit for the light. I'm not even sure what that bit is. It doesn't look like. Must be a cable for the light, been run around somewhere. That's for the camera. And yeah, 4-inch returns. That's 2 of the airlift 4-inch returns. I'm hoping it's going to push through that pipe. We shall see. That's my waste that's got to be connected to the drains somewhere over there. Yep, that pumps out from the pit. Yeah, so all the 2-inch and 4-inch pipes in the wall are done. We've put an extra course of block work around this because the drums sit about 6 inches higher than the water level, and the water level is about 1 inch or 2 down from the top. So today we had a frame built. That looks a bit drunk to me. Maybe it's an optical illusion. No, it's only in there temporary at the moment anyway, because the framework that they fixed to the walls, the fixings weren't long enough to get all the way through the polystyrene and get a decent bite in the wall, so I'm going to get some longer ones tomorrow. Yeah, so the drum pipe holes will be put through here. The 3 drums will sort of sit in line there with some slide valves before they go in the tank. And yeah, I can actually get underneath there. Plumbing's not any more than it was before in the last video yet, so I'm not going to bother climbing down there and showing you just yet. That's another 4-inch skimmer line coming back, so that's all in. That pipe that's coming up at an angle will go off to the water feature somewhere over there. 2-inch returns, you can see a bit of them down there, but yeah, most of the backfilling's done there. So yeah, not much more to do. The 1.5-inch pipes here that are sticking through the wall are going off to the heat pump, which will be located next to the hot tub to circulate water only. So we've got a trench that's got to be put back from the where are we? It's from the corner there is where sort of all the wires and pipe work comes out, and that sort of comes across to here, and then as you can see laying there going on to the Breeze house. So there was a trench there and it's filled in, so we just got to put them back in, and then run the water pipe over as well. That's all kind of ready to go, to bring a 32mm supply over here for topping up. And Yeah, it runs on around there, so we can have a bit of water out there as well. Is there anything else that's gone on? A little bit more backfilling around here. It's good, means I ain't going to break my ankles, hopefully. What we got over here? Yeah, so this will be the location of the heat pump, and that will kind of be serving the pool primarily, but then also in winter the pond. There's my oil tank. It's now been sunk in a hole, and that is just going to be used as a rainwater harvesting tank. It's been cleaned out and buried in, so that will be taking the wastewater that drops out of the kind of drains, like you see one set up there, that's going to go all the way around and sort of catch the surface water from here. Obviously any backwashing dirty water from the pool will go in there. It will be mildly chlorinated, but it is a saltwater system, so that will burn off very quickly, and it will be quite a low concentration in there, so I'm hoping it's not going to kill the plants when I use it to irrigate it, but don't know, might do some tests first, and if it does, I'll be pumping it straight down the waste. So yeah, there'll be a pump feed out of there. It's going to join up to that drain there, surface water drain, which then runs all the way along the patio, and at the other end of the patio is where the drain from the pond's going to meet in, and there's another rainwater harvesting tank up there. So the plan is that we'll have pumps in both rainwater harvesting tanks. One this end will deal with the irrigation for this end of the garden, and I'm not quite sure, but yeah, I don't actually know how big the one is under the ground up there. This one's 1800 litres, and then that one will serve most of the lawn, and when we finally get one again. So yeah, that's that. This contraption here is the balance tank for the swimming pool. Not sure if that was here on the last video, but yeah, that's all been formed. It's fully insulated as well, using these 4-inch slabs, the same 4-inch slabs that we used in the floor of both the pool and the pond. So yeah, you can see what they look like there. So yeah, made a box with plywood, put some that polystyrene around the outside of it, and then some rebar, and some more ply, and filled it so it's a bit like a kind of handmade version of the pool walls and the pond walls, but without the included polystyrene. Just put our own single sheet in, and then all the surface drains from these deck level drains are all connected into that tank. Oh, nearly went. So yeah, all these top drains all connect into that tank, because the water level will constantly spill into the drain and be circulated. And then obviously if 10 people jump in the pool, the water displacement's got to go somewhere, so it'll come over the top through the drains, and it will raise the water level in this tank, whilst the pump that will be over here will keep drawing water from it at the same rate and pushing it back through the pipes into the pool. And then when 10 people get out, the water level in the pool will drop slightly, which means that it will kind of stop overflowing for a short period of time as the water level drops sort of half an inch or an inch. And because there's no water overflowing, then there's nothing topping this tank up, but the pump will still be drawing from it, and that will then take the excess water from the tank, filling the pool back up, to spill back over the top again. So yeah, hopefully it's big enough. It's probably a bit on the small side, but we'll see. Pool progress. So we'll start doing the floor. The issue we had is, it's not fixed, but we have a rectification, so broken tiles out, and as you can see, a small control joint has been added. Sort of had to be done quite meticulously because we couldn't break through this layer under here. That's the waterproofing layer, so slots had to be made, but without touching that layer. So yeah, that's all been done, and we've gone through the hot period last week and not seen any more cracks, which is good. But there's another one there. So I think there's 11 control joints been put round, sort of where every wall's got a penetration. There's been one put, and then I think there's an extra one down there. There's 2 sort of naturally occurring ones in those 2 corners anyway. This is where most of the damage was. And the other lot of cracking that we had was down there where that one's been cut out, but actually none of them went through the tiles there, they all went through the grout. Yeah, then another crack there. So yeah, fingers crossed we've overcome that problem now. So yeah, the pool tiles have started going in and I'm just working around the drains at the moment, or keeping away from them. And yeah, hopefully it won't take too much longer. It's been a bit showery today and yesterday, so I didn't really get much done in here, but I'll have a quick look in here. And hopefully we'll see some progress in here. I've been in there for a few days. Yeah, there we go. Got a bit more tiling done. Lots of fiddly tiling, I should imagine, looking at all of this. But yeah, so getting up towards the reveals being done. All this bench has been made, and then push flush doors when they're done. What's going on in here? I'm not sure how well this is going to show up. Okay, shower wall's been done now. It's good. Really a bit too dark to see any of this though. So yeah, not too much more to do in here. This wall primarily, by the looks of it, a couple of bits. Looks like they're just working on the detail of finishing this. And that's the sauna. Just ordered the floor and the benches. So, and an extra bit of trim because we didn't have enough to do that top bit. But yeah, not much more to do in here. Just loads of landscape work to do now. So yeah, we've got these drains that need to be fitted all the way along this side and across the front here, and then over to that water tank. And then there'll also be another set up against that, this camera, up against that patio edge. So there'll be a step there to take all excess water. And then lastly, they've just been working on, we're going to try and take the approach that we're going to start at this end now and just make our way back, finish as we go, and start clearing this ready for put a bit of patio through there down to that end to make the entrance into that building. You can see they temporarily just put some drains through there because the, to be honest, the brick level or the patio level is a bit too close to the damp proof. You can see the damp proof is just in there. So yeah, this patio level that's over here is a bit too high really. It should be, can't remember what the requirements are, but it's more than that. But it is what it is. So we'll put some drains in there to give it a bit of extra protection. Take them all off around there, and then I'll take the waste from there. It's got a long run. It's going to come round this side of the pool. I'm just going to loosen up that stuff right next to that edge of the pool, and take the pipe all the way down there with a a fall on it so that the water runs away down there. That's about it for now. Cheers guys, speak to you soon.